We live in an age of convenience where we can talk or text anyone we want at any time. This can be very beneficial, but it also can have very dire consequences if it is done while driving. Texting while driving affects a large part of the population in the US, and it is an issue that needs to be fixed and stopped. The Federal Communications Commission and multiple other sources reported that nearly 1.6 million accidents and thousands of deaths occurred from texting and driving. Many people are unaware of these statistics and unaware of the outcomes of texting and driving. But there are also many people who are aware of these statistics and the outcomes of texting and driving. So why do they still do it? Is it because of convenience, peer pressure, or even because they think they can multitask, so it's not a big deal for them to text and drive? Questions will be answered as we go over the problems, causes, and solutions to texting and driving. First, we will go over the problems of texting and driving. We will go over two major problems in this section. Not only does it take people's eyes off the road, but it also takes their focus and their mind off of their surroundings as well. Foundation has done research showing that people cannot focus on the road while they are texting. People are focused on the text they are about to send or the reply they are going to send to someone and their surroundings. People will miss things such as road signs, such as speed limit signs, stop signs, corner up ahead signs, or even stop lights. All of these can lead to horrible accidents. Also, when people look down at their phones, they could start drifting or even off the road. All of these could lead to horrible outcomes. Second, this not only affects them and others in the accident, but it also affects those that come to help with this accident. Paramedics, the fire department, and even policemen are all affected by texting and driving accidents. All of them are put in harm's way to go to places such as the highway where people are traveling at high speeds. They also could be needed somewhere else, and this could take the resources away from somewhere else where they are needed even more. Second of all, we will go over some of the causes people text while driving. In this section, we will go over 3 reasons that people text while driving. Convenience. Convenience can play a major role in why people text and drive. People do not want to wait until they get somewhere before they text someone. They want to text someone right now, the patience to wait until they stop somewhere. International Business Times and multiple other sources have reported that if someone is traveling at 55 miles per hour and looks away for up to 5 seconds, that is long enough for someone to cover the length of a football field. That is plenty of time for something to go drastically wrong. Secondly, there is peer pressure. Those in their youth most often follow the example of their peers and those who are older than them. Other people are doing it. They think, why can I not do it? Other people tell them that it'll never happen to them, that it's not a big deal, that they can do it, have to worry about getting in an accident because they can text while driving and it's not a big issue. Well, it only takes a few seconds for someone to look away and something can go horribly wrong. There's multitasking. The National Safety Council states that multitasking is actually a myth and that the brain cannot process 2 things simultaneously. This often results in delayed braking times and people not comprehending traffic signals, which leads to accidents. People task. You can either text or you can drive, but you cannot do both of them at the same time. People think they can, but the truth is that they can only do one thing at a time and do it well. Third of all, we will go over the solutions to stop texting and driving. Solutions to texting and driving that we will go over, some of which have already been put into place. The first one we will go over is one that has already put into place out on the streets. Distraction.gov, a U.S. an official US government website for distracted driving, many states around the country have already made it illegal for people to text and drive. Many states have even made it illegal for people to be on their phones at all while driving. You will receive such things as tickets for texting and driving. This will hopefully give people incentive because they do not want to receive a ticket and pay a fine. Secondly, we can help by starting with ourselves, by setting an example for others and even educating others texting and driving. When we're in the vehicle with someone driving around, we need to set the example by not texting and driving and waiting until we get to our destination before we send a text to someone. We can show that it is okay to wait a little while before you respond to someone and that you don't need to give in to pressure. Also, when we're driving with someone in the vehicle as a passenger, big picture, if they are texting, and that texting and driving is not worth it, and that it is not worth losing someone's life over such a simple thing like a text, or someone even getting seriously injured. Lastly, there are a few apps and devices that people can buy to help prevent texting and driving. Yes, they do cost money, but it is worth it to stop someone from making a mistake they would regret for the rest of their lives. These apps will stop people from being able to use their phones once they enter the vehicle, once they reach a certain speed limit. The main thing is that it keeps people from doing something they should not be doing. In conclusion, having the convenience of having a phone right next to us, but it does not mean we should use it whenever we want. The solution lies within us to stop texting and driving. We can set an example for others, realize the importance of staying off their phones while driving, because it is not worth the life of someone else or even someone else getting seriously injured because of a stupid little thing like a text. People do not think of the big picture and need to be reminded of the effects of texting and driving, and that it might affect their future and other people's future as well for their works. We can help stop and prevent deaths of innocent people starting right now, right here in our own communities we love and care about. We can help stop the deaths of texting and driving.